Hi, I'm Wang. The topic of my project is a simulation of OFDM system of performance. And there are four parts in my project. The first is the OFDM signal generated by FFT. The second one is a cyclic prefix. Third one, the channel estimation and the frequency domain equalization. And the last part is OFDM schemes. OFDM signal it's orthogonal frequency division multiplexing. It's one of the multiple carrier modulation technology. Its modulation and demodulations are realized based on FFT and FFT. It has the advantages of high frequency utilization and resistance of multipath interference, which makes it most widely used MCM technology, and it has the lowest complexity. OFDM basic principle is to scatter data stream to multiple child carrier. Each sub-carrier frequency spectrum overlap, but it can maintain orthogonal to each other. At the receiving end, it isolates each sub-carrier through the relevant demodulation. The OFDM signal can be expressed as below. And after discretization, and this is the formula. And also OFDM, which generates in the baseband, is persist first, and then do the frequency conversion, and we can get the formula below. And second part is about cyclic prefix. So let's assume that the input sequence is xn. Through the impulse response for each n, we can receive yn. The DFT transformation means that the modulation signal will result to yn. So yn equals xn times hn. The output is linear convolution impulse response to the input. So yn equals xn convolute hn. So we have yn equals xn times hn in frequency domain. Thus, after the receiver gets yn as long as we get hn, we can reconstruct the xn. The cyclic convolution method is the linear convolution, which can be converted to add cyclic prefix. Cyclic prefix add methods are as follows. So let's assume the diameter of the channel is U. Add the last U sample of xn to the start of the sequence. So we can see the first part is a cyclic prefix, and the latter is the initial sequence. The third part is about channel estimation and frequency domain equalization. Usually we use blind estimation algorithm to each channel. In center end, we insert pilot frequency at a proper place, and in receiver end, we use pilot to restore the channel information in that place. Then we use some processing method to get the information of the channel. So after pilot information is processed by the receiving end, we can get hn, and then reconstruct xn. This process is called domain equalization. Through this method, we can ensure that OFDM signal won't be interrupted by multipath interference, as well as eliminating the flight feeding. So here is a two simple pilot insertion scheme. The first one is that using some sub-channels as pilot in each OFDM symbols. This is the first method. And the second one is that we can get the channel information according to pilot channel information. The second one is that we use some symbol as pilot signal, as is shown in figure B. So this black node represents a pilot frequency. Okay. The last part is about OFDM scheme. So OFDM signal generation principle is shown below. First, we get the input, and we convert it from series to parallel, and then we get the baseband, and then we insert the sequence, and we do the FFT. Then we add the pilot. When we reconstruct, we convert the pilot from pilot to the series, and then through the DA and convert the upper frequency, and we get output. And the OFDM receiver can be precise as the inverse of sender. First is the input, so we do the down frequency convert and transfer it to AD, and then we convert the series from series to the parallel, and we delete the pilot. So before the output, we do the FFT to this signal, and we do the channel balance and the baseband demodulation, and then we convert the parallel to the series, and then we get the output. So next part is a simulation model. In order to simplify the simulation process, I made a simplification and assumption of the system scheme. Assume that the receiver is the ideal synchronization. Use a simple frequency domain equalization method. Eliminate the flighty fading. Then the third, I apply a low-pass equivalent, remove the center carrier module, and I use the digital transmission via simulation, which means there's no AD and DA modulation. So in the left picture, this is the model. We get the resource, and we transfer the series to the parallel, and we do the baseband modulation, and we insert pilot frequency, and we do the FFT and add CP, and then I convert the parallel to the series and output. And the right part is the converse of the left part. First, we get the resource, we eliminate the CP, and we do the FFT, and then the frequency domain equalization, and we do the baseband demodulation, and we convert the parallel to series, and then we get the result. And here's the result. The baseband modulation model is QPSK, and the point of FFT and FFT is 256. The sub carrier number is 48. So this is the performance comparison whether use OFDM. So 4 SNR curves are shown in the figure. On the bottom, 12 correspond pure AWGN channel using OFDM, and pure AWGN channel not using OFDM, AWGN channel using OFDM, AWGN plus 3 channel not using the OFDM. And And this is the performance comparison on different channel environment. So SNR curves are shown in the figure. Curves from the bottom to up correspond the pure AWGN channel, AWGN channel plus 2 channel, and the AWGN plus 3. And this is the result of comparison on whether using frequency domain equalization. Full curves are shown in the figure from the bottom to up corresponds. When 2 channel using equalization, 2 channel not using equalization, 3 channel using equalization, 3 channel not using equalization. And this is the result of in using different CP lengths. In 2 diameters channel, SNR curves are shown in the figure. Curves from the top to the bottom corresponds to the CP lines 0, 1, 2, 3, and 10. Related work. In related work, I developed a 64 channel QPSK OFDM class solution. The QPSK constellation are shown in the figure. And this is my this is the system scheme. The data is to be read from 26 times 26 symbol matrix. So there are there are 2 power 6 symbols at a time, represented by a 16 4-point IFT and FFT in a channel containing adaptive noise in according with OFDM solution shown in the figure below. So you see this is 2 power 12 symbols and block decomposition and transfer it to IFT. We do the IFT to the signal and we convert it from parallel to the serial and through adaptive WGN. And then through SNR determination, we convert the serial to the parallel and we do the FFT. It's a 64 sample FFT, and then we decomposition, and then we get the symbol error rate. So in order to simulate our FDM precise, we do FFT to this signal, and then we add a matrix of Gaussian noise to QPSK matrix. At last, we do FFT to this compound signal, and then we plot the constellation figure with different SNR. And this is the constellation of the SNR equals 25, and this is the constellation with SNR equals 15. This is the SNR with this is a constellation with SNR equals 5. So we compute SER under a different SNR. When SNR equals 25, the SER equals to 7.9 E negative 0.7. When SNR equals 15, the SER equals to 1.6 E negative 0.08. When SNR equals 5, SER equals to 0.0746. So it's obvious that while SMR is getting smaller, the SER is getting larger. Okay. So this is all my project, and in this project, I stimulate the OFDM sending, receiving, and pass basing on MATLAB. If everything goes correct, I test the CP and the balancing abilities. Okay, thank you.